Hi, this is Carole Copeland Thomas, and this is today's tip to help you empower others throughout the holiday season. Learn more about our Gregorian calendar that led to New Year's Day. Now, I'm going to read from history.com the whole origin about New Year's Day and the Julian calendar that switched over to the Gregorian calendar. So bear with me so I can read this information. I think it's important so that you sort of know the history. We sort of forget these things and we think there's precision and exactness in terms of when these holidays take place, and that's not the case when it comes to the evolution of New Year's Day. Just like we don't really know the precise day that Christmas actually happened, the birth of Jesus Christ, but it comes at the end of the year for a lot of significant and spiritual reasons. But let's talk about New Year's Day. In 45 BC, New Year's Day is celebrated on January 1st for the first time in history as the Julian calendar takes effect. That's for Julius Caesar. Soon after becoming Roman dictator, Julius Caesar decided that the traditional Roman calendar was in dire need of reform. And it was introduced around the 7th century BC. The Roman calendar attempted to follow the lunar cycle, but frequently fell out of phase with the seasons and had to be corrected. In addition, the Roman body charged with overseeing the calendar often abused its authority by adding days to extend political terms or interfere with elections. Isn't that interesting? Sounds like today. In designing his new calendar, Caesar enlisted the age of Sosigenes, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, an Alexandrian astronomer who advised him to do away with the lunar calendar entirely and follow the solar calendar, as did the Egyptians. The year was calculated to be 365 days and 1/4 day, and Caesar added 67 days to 45 BC, making 46 BC begin on January 1st rather than in March. He also decreed that every 4 years a day be added to February, thus theoretically keeping his calendar from falling out of step. Shortly before his assassination in 44 BC, he changed the name of the month Quintilis to Julius, or July, after himself, and later the month of Sextilis was renamed Augustus, August, after his successor. Celebration of New Year's Day in January fell out of favor during the Middle Ages, and even those who strictly adhered to the Julian calendar did not observe the New Year's exactly on January 1st. I didn't know that either. The reason for the latter was that Caesar and Sosigenes failed to calculate the correct value for the solar year as 365.242199 days, not 365.25 days. Thus, an 11-minute-a-year error added 7 days by the year 1000 AD at this point, and 10 days by the mid-15th century. So we're talking the mid-1400s at that point. The Roman Church became aware of this problem, and in the 1570s, Pope Gregory the 13th commissioned Jesuit astronomer, I can't pronounce that word today, astronomer Christopher Clavius to come up with a new calendar. In 1582, the Gregorian calendar was implemented, omitting 10 days for that year and establishing the new rule that only one of every 4 centennial years should be a leap year. Since then, people around the world have gathered en masse on January 1st to celebrate the precise arrival of the new year. So we had to go from 45 BC all the way up to the 1570s to finally establish a calendar that would work for everybody around the world. Whew! This is Carole Copeland Thomas. Thanks so much for watching, and think about that in terms of these kind of traditions and how long it really took to get a calendar established, the Gregorian calendar that we function with and operate under today. Visit my website at tellcarole.com. That's TELLCAROLE to learn more about my speaking services, training, and the Multicultural Symposium series. And we thank you so much for this bonus edition for the tips for the season. We have one more coming tomorrow, and that'll be a wrap. Take care. Thanks for watching.